Let's start what I've read in September. Hamnet is about a boy who is a son of Shakespeare. Shakespeare's plays are not really in the center of the novel and is more about each family member's journey. They feel like someone we know just living in a different era. They have multiple motives and complex feelings. The family dynamic constantly shifts, adding a realistic touch. A son grows and stands against his parents. A daughter who couldn't understand her mom helps her to go through grief. Grief in here is bitter and salty. Agnes, the wife of Shakespeare, falls into a deep depression with grief. Her gift becomes a reason why she feels guilty. She can heal other people's ailments, but she misses the chance to save her own loved one. Her agony created by this guilt plays a huge role in the story. She knows how painful it has been, so she can understand why her husband created this play at the end. And because readers have been with her throughout the story, they can also understand the immensity of this couple's pain. By wrapping up this novel with a well-known play, Hamlet, this layered story becomes a tearful song for the dead. We easily lose our direction when we don't know where we have to go. In Disorientation, the main character Ingrid finds herself in the eye of a tornado. She's a graduate student and she has been working forever to write her paper. While going through a tough time, she accidentally stumbles upon this memo and that breaks everything. There are two kinds of lies in the story. First, the lies to survive and assimilate into the society. Ingrid is constantly under pressure to fit into a mold. She tries to change herself into the mold of an exemplary immigrant. The second kind of lies are used to deceive and control the narrative. The oppressors lie constantly to maintain their power. They pretend that their actions are for Ingrid, but it is so evident that all those things are for their own gain. One of the worst ones from this kind is saying that he understands the racial discrimination against East Asians because he has been pretending to be part of them. But if you think about it, he can opt out of being East Asian whenever he wants. Real East Asians cannot do that. Like the book says, paint washes off, but her face wasn't painted on. She was born with it and she would die with it. Her academic supervisor and her boyfriend are into the same goal. They take care of her for their domination and provide guidance for their control. But once they realize they can't control her anymore, they throw away their sweet smiles. They smirk, coerce, and threaten to regain power. Disorientation might not have fantasy elements, but it is as dramatic as it can be without those elements. Ordinary human failing is about a family, especially about a mom. She needs to deal with the consequences of the crime done by her own daughter. This book highlights the importance of facing reality. The mom, Carmel, had a troubled life. She couldn't really accept that she was pregnant and now has a very hard time to develop attachment with her daughter. But with the possibility of her daughter being involved in this crime, she finally starts to face reality. And that endeavor directly applies to her mantra, which is, I'm a good person and other people think so too. In this mantra, good doesn't mean that being this picture-perfect person without any flaws at all. It means you're trying your best and other people can see that too. To change the vibe after reading a heavy story, I picked up a cozy mystery book. In Making Friends Can Be Murder, a whimsical group of Sarah Joneses meet to solve a murder. All of their names are the same, Sarah Joneses, but their age is different and their occupation is also different. And the victim of this murder is also Sarah Joneses. And as much as this book creates a warm, fuzzy feeling, it also covers the important topics like connection and identity. Compared to the Thursday Murder Club series, the mystery and the process of solving it are less intense. The murder doesn't really require complex steps to solve it. Also, the good guys already know who the criminal is. Play Night centers around a demon-possessed house that a mom and her 3 daughters lived in. After the alcoholic mom passes away, the youngest daughter comes back to that home and a lot of weird things start to happen. The scary atmosphere of the house with a complex family history increases tension rapidly. Sadly, starting from the middle point of the story, the tension starts to drop. With a slow pace, the youngest goes back and forth between the house and other places. It would have had a stronger momentum if the whole thing had happened in a shorter time span. The author probably did it to develop each family member's history and interaction, but when it comes to pure thrill, it wasn't effective. My biggest letdown was the book kindly tells you about the importance of mindfulness. It doesn't require much cognitive process to understand what it's trying to say. So sometimes it felt like it is a self-help book. In Bunny, Samantha, an MFA student of a prestigious school, has a hard time adjusting to her privileged cohort members. These other women are extremely affectionate to each other and call themselves Bunny. Samantha knows the comfort of those bunnies' lifestyles. Samantha also knows how easy it is to take those for granted, but she cannot look away from them. While she despises them, she also has this intrigue in them. She knows that she cannot fit herself into that group, but she also wants to be in that group because she knows their lifestyle, and also she is so lonely. It also has a shocking moment of an unreliable narrator. Once it is revealed that we cannot trust the narrator, the story loses all objectivity. There's always a chance that everything this narrator talks about is completely fabricated. Those are the books I read in September. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys later. Bye!